Every hour, the Earth is hit with more energy from the Sun than entire world consumes in a year. Solar panel systems for home are increasing in popularity and decreasing in price. So, in this video, we are going to explain the general overview of solar energy technology that will help society the best possible to make a decision regarding solar power for their home. Firstly, what is solar panel? A solar panel or photovoltaic panel is a panel made of solar cells. Solar cells are the essential component by which light is converted into electrical energy, and they are usually made of crystalline silicon. Each solar panel usually contains from 32 up to 96 solar cells. Next, there are few types of photovoltaic panels. Depending on the way solar cells are made, solar panel can categorize as polycrystalline, monocrystalline, or thin film. The first two categories, which are the most common types of solar panels, are made of crystalline solar cells. And the third category, which is thin film, is made of amorphous silicon. Apart from the typical frame solar panels, there are also other types of products that can be used in residential applications. Frameless solar panels have been on market for more than a decade. Also, solar shingles and solar tiles popularized by the Tesla solar roof, and those two types of products that are becoming more popular among residential applications because they combine the technology of solar panel with aesthetic integration to the house. So, how solar panel generate electricity? Most typical commercial solar solutions convert sunlight to electrical energy at an average efficiency of 3 to 70%.
What is photon? Photon is the smallest energy package of the sunlight. Now, I'm going to explain how solar cells convert sunlight to electricity. So the top layer of a solar cell is called anti-reflective coating, which helps to collect as much light as possible. The below layer, however, is the main layer of the solar cell, which basically is a sandwich of two silicon layers. These two layers are specially treated so that the upper layer has a surplus of electrons while the bottom layer has a shortage of electrons. The energy that is needed for the extra electrons from the upper to the bottom layer is provided by the photons. So, when the solar cells are exposed to light, electric current is generated. The more sunlight hits the panel, the more electricity is produced. So what about shade, cloudy days or snow on solar panels? So, when during cloudy, rainy, snowy days, when sunlight is reduced, solar panels still produce some electricity. These solar panels do not generate electricity during the night, but it can store excess energy collected during the daytime in a large battery. So it is very important to place your solar panels somewhere that sunlight can hit them directly. In order to have a complete system that will produce electricity for your home, you need the following components: solar panel mounting structure, an inverter, an electrical panel with the necessary switches and circuit breakers, DC and AC electrical cable, and the power meter. Now, I will explain these individual components. As I explained before, the solar panels generate electricity when they are exposed to light. More specifically, they generate DC electrical current. But in order to use the electricity produced by the solar panel, you have to have AC electrical current, which is the type of current used by your home and the power grid, so you need an inverter. An inverter converts the DC electricity converted by the solar panels into the alternating current. The solar panels are connected to the inverter not one by one, but in groups that are called strings. In order for the AC electrical current to be distributed to the grid or to the house, an electrical panel with the necessary switches, circuit breakers, and wiring must be installed, while a power meter is used to measure the electricity produced from the installed photovoltaic system. Many modern systems have handy apps for your phone so you can see exactly how much energy you are producing. It is quite satisfying.
This leads us to net metering. With net metering, your monthly electricity bill is calculated both ways, based on the net of your overall energy consumption and the monthly output from your solar panels. If you are producing more energy than you're using, the utility company will actually pay you. For example, if your solar panels have overproduced 3,000 kilowatts on sunny days and you have consumed 4,000 kilowatts from the grid on the dark nights, you will get billed only for 1,000 kilowatts per. In some cases, net metering policies actually pay a higher rate for the electricity that is produced from your solar panel system than what you actually pay to purchase electricity from the grid. In a typical domestic solar installation aims to offset 70 to 90% of your monthly usage. Of course, the exact savings on your electricity bill depends on other factors. If your family has electric cars that need daily charging, your electricity requirements will be much higher. The available surface on your roof, the unshaded part with the appropriate orientation, determines how many solar panels you can install and consequently on your savings. A simple case to have in mind is that you need roughly 350 square feet in order to install 20 solar panels, which would have a total power of 5 kilowatts. The orientation and the inclination of your roof are also important. To produce maximum electricity, solar panels should face south and your roof should have an inclination in which the sunlight hits vertically on average during the whole year. The more you go up north, the steeper the inclination of your roof should ideally be.
In 2019, the average cost of a residential solar panel is $299 per watt. So with an average solar panel system size of 5 kilowatts, you're looking at an average cost of $14950 before any tax credit or incentive. Equipment makes up the majority of the cost, but permit and labor are also factoring in. You can deduct 30% for the current federal solar tax credit, and there are also many others localized incentives offered by your state or your utilities company. This price of course vary depending on the brand of solar panel, the size of your installation, your installer, and also on your state, but this is just to give you a rough idea of what to expect. The best way to get a good price on solar is to compare quotes from many different installers. Based on the parameter we have already mentioned like cost, electrical consumption of your house or business, how sunny is your region, a solar energy system provider can help you determine which will be the ideal system for you in order to save as much as possible on your electrical bill. Do not forget that there are many choices regarding brands of solar panel and solar inverter, and a good installer will help you to select the optimal system for your budget. The most important parameters that determine whether or not a roof is appropriate for a solar panel installation are its inclination and its orientation. Your solar energy provider can calculate exactly how much sunlight your roof will receive during the whole year. Although, solar panels have a weight of only 2 until 4 pounds per square foot. Structural safety is definitely another important factor. For new house, the design of the wall mounting structure with the solar panel must include a static evaluation of the roof. For existing homes, the service of a professional structures engineer is required in order to carry out an inspection of the roof structure and do a calculation of the structural loading capacity. As there are practically no moving parts in a solar installation, minimal maintenance is required. However, routine maintenance is needed in order to ensure that the system is performing properly. Solar panel require routine inspection for signs of damage, build-up of dirt or shade encroachment. Although, solar panels are usually designed and installed in order to be cleaned by rainfall, they should be cleaned manually if there is a build-up of dust or any other obscuring material. Next, system mounting structure must be checked for corrosion in order to ensure that the photovoltaic system is safety secure. Also, any solar system connected to the electrical grid of a house is an electrical installation, so a licensed electrical engineer should be appointed periodically in order to ensure electrical safety.